Hello again, YouTubers, on SpongeBob 101 back here again on the SpongeBob channel with part 68 of our SpongeBob Adventures in a Jam playthrough. If you missed out any previous part, playlist link is in the iCards and description box below. You know the drill by now if you've been watching this series. So here we are back in Karate Island making our way to the pagoda. But before we do that, let's get to level 34. Ready? And there we go. Finally, level up to level 34. We have 50 energy, 840 coins, and access to the tiki bar or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's called the tiki bar. So we're going to move it in right now. 50,000 coins. Very Hawaiian themed. I'm going to put it right over there. All right. So it is a three-stage construction item. So that is that. Oh. Patrick, don't you just love holidays, the smells, the colors, flavored whatever? Yeah, I love it when we stuff ourselves with stuffing. This year we're doing something extra special. Have you heard about the turkey hunt? Is that where we hunt turkeys with nets? Yeah, you know, like jellyfishing, perhaps? No, silly. Now everyone is racing to collect as many festive dishes as they can from the festive items scattered around Bikini Bottom, and whoever gathers the most wins. Okay, sure thing. And how many dishes do we need to collect to win? That is a good question. I think we'll need a lot, Patrick, leaving that open-ended. I'm always quick when it comes to food. Let's do it. Okay, so that is the Thanksgiving event for you guys. We also got our first energy barrels from the SpongeBob statue. And this is what the festive items look like for Thanksgiving in 2024. If I'm not wrong, the event only ran once, if not twice. So this was during the literal Thanksgiving week, which if you did not manage to get on the top of the leaderboard, it's kind of a bummer because they didn't, if I'm not wrong, they didn't actually repeat this event. The main prize here was a Thanksgiving dinner table, which I think was really good because the first, second, and third place winners, basically on the leaderboard, would get the same item. And I think that's really good. The problem with, well, what's going on right now with the Christmas 2024 event is the first place, second place, and third place winners on the leaderboard get completely different items. So if you are a completionist, like I was mentioning in the previous video in part 67, there's literally no way you can get like places 1, 2, and 3 at the same time. So you just have to pick and choose which position on the leaderboard you want to and spend the appropriate energy to make sure you slot yourself in that specific position. And of course that requires you to monitor the game when the event is coming to an end as well, which is kind of troublesome, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay, so that's what I'm currently doing. Currently positioned for position number 1 on the leaderboard for our 4th round of the Christmas 2024 event. I got first place on the first round, second place on the second round, first place on the third round, and now I am poised to get first place on the 4th round. Hopefully we'll say that, so we'll actually come back with the Christmas video and like say, yeah, I did get first place on the 4th round, because there is a Gary profile photo that is up for grabs in position number 1. For position number 2, I believe it was like some kind of frame, a Christmas frame, which I think is really nice as well, but I kind of have to defer to profile photos over the frames, because I do have a couple of Christmas themed, winter themed profile frames at this point, but not a Gary profile photo with that Christmas little hat there. So I really want that one. There are also some building skins. You know, there's a building skin for the order board, the Krusty Krab, some Bikini Bottom houses. So the prizes are all over the place, and I think that's kind of a real pet peeve for me, because there is no specific like store you can go to pick up all of these items, even if you wanted to pay money for them, right? So we now have access to this really cool Zen pond. I have to give him credit for making this area of the map look really, really nice. They made it really nice. This is not something we saw in the episode, obviously. So we got Zen Pond, quest complete there. And yeah, really, so far the design team on this game has been doing a really good job creating these various environments that are unique, new to the SpongeBob series essentially, but they fit right in with whatever context we have. And one thing I just realized is we don't have a rock bottom map just yet. So if any of the developers are watching this video at this specific moment, please, I know you guys have completed chapter 3. You just announced the 5th world in chapter 3. But for chapter 4, please bring us to rock bottom, okay? I would love to see that. That would be an absolutely awesome place to visit. The next area we have after the Karate Island is the Flying Dutchman's ship, if I'm not wrong. And we should be able to see a lot of things from the show in the Flying Dutchman ship, because, you know, the Flying Dutchman was definitely more of a frequent character than anyone on Karate Island, with exception of SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy, which are our main characters anyway, right? So, yeah, that's that. Paper lanterns, we can clear them out, and then keep clearing the path with our energy. So it's going to be a long way to level 35. At the point of recording this voiceover, I am about 60% through to level 35, so don't expect to see a level up again, I think, at least until part 70. Hopefully it'll be 70, if not later. But yeah, it is a pretty interesting place. We do see characters from the episode in later parts of this map as well, which I think is super cool. And also, it's a good thing they actually took note of that and put those characters in there as well. Okay, so we need to reach a different quest. Another Gong quest complete. Okay, so that's done. And then 2 rows. Discover what's on the left path. So the left path over there, 190 energy. We don't have that, so you can just see the remainder of the map there. So not too much of the map on the northwestern side left, but just spoiler alert, the pagoda has 3 massive floors, at least, okay? 3 massive floors. So we will be here for quite a while. I think we took about 10 to 12 videos for each of the different areas in chapter 2. I wonder if we will be able to complete it within a similar timeline. I think we should be. It also kind of depends on the duration of these videos. The first video I did for Karate Island, that was part 66. Yeah, part 66. That was like 25 minutes. And the previous video was about 17. I'm trying to keep this video to around 17 as well, because as much as I want to pile on the content, it kind of gets a little tiring having to voice over content that I've literally recorded like a month ago, right? Some 2 roads quest complete here. But yeah, so I kind of have to recall what I was doing in the game here, just watching the footage, and also talking about random other SpongeBob stuff as well. So, speaking of, since we're at the end of the year, I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. I had a great time. Thanksgiving, you know, we're covering the Thanksgiving event in this video. That was over a month ago. Hope you guys had a very fun Thanksgiving if you celebrated that in the United States. Yeah, we got to claim our energy there. But overall, festive season seems like it's ending. You know, the year is ending. We had such a huge year for SpongeBob, the 25th anniversary. And if you guys missed out our Singapore Comic Con video, okay, so I was wrong here. They actually did multiple repeats of this. So what happened was I actually got the first place on the very first run of the event, and because the rewards were all the same, there was no incentive for me to actually be in the top of the leaderboard again, because I would only be getting gems and energy and no extra unique items. So the unique items are definitely the reason why I actually want to top the leaderboard, right? Because they're unique and limited time. But moving forward, I really do hope we do get to see event stores in the Bargain Mart as well. It's kind of like what the Race Jam does, right? Using the same tokens, like the festive tokens or these festive foods to redeem items in the store. So that was just a quick glimpse of that item, the Thanksgiving table. Okay, and we're going to keep cleaning up Bikini. I was going to say Bikini Bottom. We got a couple of random rewards here. So yeah, first place we get the table, and then that is about it. Actually, I kind of think of it. Wait a minute. So I probably didn't get the table in the first round of the event. Yeah, so now that I think of it, they actually ran the Thanksgiving event, if I recall correctly, a couple of times before Thanksgiving actually happened or took place. Only during Thanksgiving weekend did we have that specific table available. So that was probably when I actually tried to make sure I was on the top of the leaderboard because, you know, again, as I said, it was an exclusive item, right? So I had to do that, and I believe you should be seeing that table by the end of this video. I hope. Okay, don't hold me to it. We got third place there, so we should get the table. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I get to show you guys the table. 1,500 coins, 300 energy. Again, the first, second, and third place winners get the same item, aside from the coins and the energy. Of course, those differ. But going into the recycle store here, we also have a couple more new items. The giant corals. These are really nice looking. And well, I can tell you I didn't manage to redeem those, so that's a bummer. But anyways, we're here at the pagoda. So yeah, 3 floors. I'm currently on level 2. Wow, your office is a disaster. What happened? It always looks like this. Oh well, okay. Oh boy, that's what Patrick says. No offense, sir, but how do you find anything in here? I have a very detailed and intricate filing system. I don't understand, like they're outside of the pagoda. Is that gong part of it? Oh, my precious gong, it appears to be broken. That's a bummer. So that's not part of the system? I don't get it. Where is his office? I don't see, like, is that a table, like, beside a gong? Easy, Patrick. Master Udon, do you think it can be fixed? I hope so. Its frequency is the only thing that will open the portal to my tower. Why does he call it a portal as a door? Well, I think you know what's next, then. Is he gonna say not really? Lunch? Yeah, Patrick's always pretty hungry. Later, don't step in the Zen pond. Okay. So we do have a quest complete, Legendary Pagoda, quest complete. And then, next up, the Great Gong of Karate Island. So we had to bring the new Great Gong, and that requires us to procure some Mystic Pond water, which you can actually speed up using coins, which is really great. And spoiler, you will be using that later on in the pagoda as well. Okay, now we need some reinforced bamboo and the Great Gong itself. So let's head over to that corner of the map. It is a dead end, so I assume that is where the gong is going to be procured. Probably, right? I hope. Oh well. Okay, so let's remove our obstacles here. And we shall be on our way very soon. So let's see. Find a forge. Yeah, alright. So we're going to head over to a forge to forge a new Great Gong. And one more, 34. Probably a 190. No, okay, so 110. There we go. And then a 50. All right, energy recharge here. Let's make our way over to the forge. There we go. There it is, actually. So very simple one. Those same guys look like the blacksmiths from, not Medieval Moments. Planktonomor's castle, right? The blacksmith, basically. Okay, and we can... And we need one more rusty gong, apparently. So let's make our way over there. 60 and... well, we can use that for free, so we'll use that on the 120. And then clearing the 120, we have access to the gong, but not enough energy to clear it, so that will cost us a couple more. But yeah, we do have the adventure challenge here. I don't recommend completing the adventure challenges just because the rewards aren't particularly fantastic. You don't get any exclusive items in there as well. Unless you really need those items, those raw materials, I usually don't even bother with the adventure challenge. So now we can actually forge the new gong, which will take us about 5 minutes. We can collect our reinforced bamboo, and we need a couple more of those. So you can actually speed those up by using bamboo. So that's a raw material, and that would be over the corner. We're gonna use our gems to get our gong. And then over here, I'm gonna speed them up twice. So now you have everything we need to restore the great gong. Looks pretty good. Your gong has been repaired, Master Udon. Alright. Impressive work, young one. Now do we get lunch? First, I need to find my mallet. Isn't that a haircut? What? Is that a haircut? I think it's the gong ringer doohickey. You are correct, young one. Find my mallet. Or the gong ringer doohickey. Sure. Yes, or that, and I will let you ring my precious gong. Okay, challenge accepted. Right. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave out the video here. Make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys again in the next SpongeBob video here on the channel. Till then, bye!